Welcome everybody to another episode of Let the Dice Roll. I am Eric.
I'm Justin. It just looks like he
And
looks like Bosephus shit out
We're
the
moving
dice.
dice around from behind Bosephus because it looks like he laid an egg.
It did.
So, well,
Let the dice roll. 2 guys, 1 bird.
2 guys, 1 bird, whatever it might be. Hopefully coming out with a merch line at some point.
I'm definitely coming out with a merch at some point.
There was a couple of the designs that you showed me that I really liked, but it was like a solid 4.
That wasn't my best work.
It was not.
It's also early.
Also, the day is young. Well, let's just go ahead and get right started here into the first roll. For those of you who are returning from the last episode, we roll a dice, it picks a subject, and we sit here and just ramble on until we die off and go to a next subject. So, the first roll of the day is a 7.
There's a 7. What fictional world would you live in?
What fictional world would I live in? Do I get to be kind of
Would
whatever?
you want? I would assume so.
Well, let's put this as I get to build an RPG character as myself and then go live in that world. Lord of the Rings automatically comes to mind.
That's all. That's mine. But that's,
Immediately, this just neat. Having that skill set. Although almost like a solo leveling kind of deal. And then you don't know solo. You
I
have to
know.
watch
I know
it.
what it is. But
Okay.
I don't know.
Imagine world where. All right. So the actual storyline goes that these rifts were opening between the normal world and another dimension. In that dimension, there was monsters and everything like that. People had these awakened powers that allowed them to go in to close these rifts. And as they were fighting these monsters and they were collecting things from that world, they'd bring it back and it would be resources here. This one guy, who was the worst awakened at all, he barely could do anything. Picture a level 1 going into a level 20 dungeon in D&D. He goes in, ends up getting himself killed. For those of you who haven't watched it, I'm not going to spoil very much if I can help it. But he goes into this dungeon. He's one of the few people that made it to see what was going on at the end, and saves a couple of them, giving them time to get out, and he dies. But then is reborn and found outside of the rift, and he has the ability to, as he does more work in them, he can level up and get stronger and stronger and stronger. And so he does what anybody doing an RPG and has the time and the tism to focus on, and he grinds and grinds and grinds and grinds and becomes the strongest person in that world. He can do everything pretty much by himself. Solo running dungeons. The government regulates running through these rifts to try to keep people somewhat safe. So what he does is he ends up
it's not about power control.
Not necessarily, no. It's more of a you need to have a few people with you or you're not going to make it out of this one. But to cover for himself, because nobody knows he has this ability, he ends up hiring a bunch of low-level people. They're hey, just say you were with me. I'm going to go in. I'll take care of business, and then whenever I come out, all the money that I make, we'll split it. Just don't come in with me. So he gets his group together like that, starts going through and just clearing, and becomes one of the strongest people there.
So that's what you would want to live in.
I would want that capability to gradually get myself even stronger, but in a Lord of the Rings world. So being able to go through and it's oh, have you heard about whatever the hairy death in the woods? He takes out everybody, and it's slowly leveling up my sword fighting abilities, bows, all that stuff. It would just be really neat.
Who said he came alone? Mine would be Lord of the Rings. Well, although I've been watching a lot of Rick and Morty lately.
You'd want to go into Rick and Morty world?
If I could be a Rick, yeah. If I could be Rick Sanchez, yes.
If you could be him in that, yeah. But then again, everybody's after him all the time.
They'd probably be after me no matter what world I went into.
Why is that?
You know me well enough. I don't need to elaborate.
Oh, please, but tell our viewers why.
I think
Why
I'd
would they
be... I don't know. I think I'd be perfectly fine.
Surviving wise, maybe.
Yeah, I'd just be doing my thing.
What would you do?
I don't know.
I feel like you would take over places and just try to rule the world.
No.
You said that like a like.
No, that seems like a lot of responsibility. I don't think I'd want to be a part of it.
You wouldn't want the power that comes with it.
I think fighting to take it over would be the fun part, but once I had it and like had to do like king duties and like rule and govern, I don't want no part of it.
But then if the person you put in place doesn't do what you were wanting them to do,
I'll come back and cut their head off.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. So you would do Overlord.
Yeah, probably.
Which is another
I'd be Sauron.
It's an isekai. Why would you be Sauron?
The overruler?
You make all the rings and just like slaughter everybody.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say yes either. Yeah, Lord of the Rings though for me, most likely, because that's just.
Would you, if there was a full body simulation or full body VR, like in
Ready Player One?
Ready Player One, Sword Art Online.
I don't know what that one is.
Imagine Ready Player One, but in a fantasy RPG setting.
Anything else you mentioned besides Ready Player One? I'm not going to.
Gotcha. So an isekai, if I'm not mistaken, an isekai is like an anime about being sucked into like a virtual world and being stuck there. So there's like Overlord, solo leveling. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, I think is considered the same thing. There's quite a few of them. But solo leveling and... not solo leveling, I'm sorry. Sword Art Online and Overlord are two of the ones that I really like.
But anyway, what was the initial part of your question?
What world would I want to go live? Like,
what
would you if you could be in, like, if you could full body dive into a VR, would you? Let's say, like, Ready Player One.
I don't know. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
I'd be on it, like, right away.
Well, that makes sense.
What do you mean that makes sense?
I'm just saying that's your.
It would be so neat though, like to be able to go in and actually.
I
like,
might. It would. Mine would be dependent
on,
like the type.
Okay, so Sword Art Online then. It's more like fantasy RPG.
Probably
Swords, magic.
Probably not.
You don't seem enthused about the thought of it at all. That surprises me.
Because you're just mentioning a bunch of things I don't know. And
well, I was going to explain it, and you say no, like, right away.
And then, like, well, I didn't, I was like, I'm not going.
So okay. Sword Art Online it's basically a multi-level video game world. Swords, magic, all that stuff, and, like, knights.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, being able to go, like, full dive.
I still know.
You'd basically be going into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. That's the whole world. VR, I'd probably just go tactical thing. Like on the one we played. I forgot the name of it.
I don't remember. I can see it in my head, but I can't remember the title of it.
That would be what I'd probably go for.
So yeah, no, I'd want something that I could go in and like level up and like fight things like hand to hand like that. That'd be more my speed though.
Well, you can fight them hand to hand.
Technically. I'm talking about swords. Magic, shields, knights, armor.
Swords is technically not hand to hand.
There's times.
Hand to hand is unarmed combat.
I'm sure you have friends that you just, every once in a while, you just want to smack them. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You're just being difficult for the sake of being difficult.
Well, I'm not being difficult. I'm just saying when you say hand to hand, I'm thinking hand to hand. And then you mention a sword, I got confused. Because a sword is not hand to hand. I would go hand to hand against the sword people. Like if I could level up like that, I just walk into the battlefield with nothing, and just.
So you would just go with like a monk style fighter.
Maybe if that were the world, probably, but I'd probably stay with the tactical stuff. Because like I think about it as like when we would play VR now, all the other stuff didn't interest me except for like that.
See, I find it so much more involved playing, like, the sword fighting and stuff like that, because you actually are trying to, like, maneuver. It's like if you could play Kingdom Come on VR, which I don't think that they have out, but that's kind of sword play. Have you ever seen Kingdom Come?
I've seen a little bit of it.
Deliverance?
From, like, a trailer.
Okay. So, have you ever seen or played
Actually, I think I watched Combat. I watched because I thought about getting Kingdom Come Deliverance too, then I looked at the gameplay, I was like, I'm okay.
It's a little complicated if you don't know what you're getting into, but
I just don't like first person.
yeah, it's entirely first person.
Yeah, that's why I was like, no.
Why is that?
I just don't like it.
Just preference?
Although Cyberpunk was fantastic, and that's first person. It's hit or miss for me.
See,
Usually I don't like first person.
See, for the combat style of Kingdom Come Deliverance, like, you have to have first person. Because the sword fighting, like the blade play itself, like if you bring down a slash this way, your sword weight doesn't like any other hack and slash, it doesn't just go back. Like you bring it down and then you have to move the blade up and bring it down across or bring it over to block, and it's a very smooth, realistic sword play.
I did Kenjutsu, which was all like we used the samurai swords.
Yes, but
like the Bulkins and stuff.
I'm talking about translating that into a video game.
Well, I know that, but I'm talking about like I understand the movements like you were explaining.
Yeah, I'm talking about that is in the video game. That's the combat style. Okay. Well, go ahead and roll. I'm just gonna sit here disappointed, but like I gave so many options.
But I gave one. One.
Nat one.
How would D&D classes do during a zombie apocalypse?
Let you answer first because I did the other one first.
Well, it's me presenting the questions to you.
No, you can answer.
And then I riff it. Yeah.
Why do I have to? Why?
That's just because it's the way I prefer it. If we're just being honest.
So you can see like to what scale I'm going or what?
Yeah.
Well, let's list it down. Fight or survive for a while, get overwhelmed, depending on the zombies. Let's set a preference. What kind of zombies are we fighting?
Let's go the type of zombies that I would hope would be.
You would hope?
If zombie apocalypse was real and really happened, I would want the Walking Dead ones because the World War Z ones
lumber on.
The World War Z ones, I'm not surviving.
No, nobody is.
So
they literally like stacked on top of each other to get a helicopter.
I also don't really think anyone would survive. I don't think any D&D class would survive
World War Z? No chance. Unless one of them had a terminal illness and was like, that was their backline, like searching for a cure. They'd be like, oh, I made it.
Well,
like
Maxwell,
how you cheated.
Maxwell tries to cure it.
Yeah, but he
died.
Off. Yeah.
He's like, here's my sparrow. Ha! And then the zombie's like...
So, context on the comment. I have a D&D character that I have been waiting to play with. His name is Maxwell Fisher. He's a wizard of evocation. And his father was a veterinarian, and I forget the mother's job off the top of my head because she really wasn't like... It wasn't the prevalent point in the backstory. So growing up, he learned a lot about the animals and the fauna and stuff like that. And whenever he went to go to wizarding school, a lot of his translation into spells came from that mentality of like, all right, let your firebolt fly. And he's like, oh, it like flies like a sparrow. And that's what he was saying. Like whenever he casts like firebolt cantrip, it takes the form like in his spirit of that bird that is flying towards his target. So he does that with Firebolt, Ray of Frost.
Your mother was an apothecary.
That was it.
Who treated sailors, laborers, and anyone who could not afford temple aid.
So that was where his knowledge of like those bits and pieces lie in his mother teaching him one thing, dad teaching him more, but he took more to the father's side. Father became ill with what was an uncurable disease, and that caused him to want to go out and try to find a way to find a cure-all. And he believed that the fauna of the land, with all of its different resistances, he'd be able to find a way to combine everything to make it to where he could find this cure-all and help basically everybody, but his main focus being his father. And so that's his backstory, and that's what he was referencing with like the sparrow thing. But as far as like, if we were to go into the Walking Dead ones, I think that most everybody would survive. Like it would just be too easy because there are zombies in D&D, and they would just be like and slaughter.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they would all. I can't think of anything that would. Part of me wants to be like wizard, maybe. Like if you can't get components for your spells.
Yeah, but as long as they aren't consumed.
You'd still have your cantrips.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think, yeah. They would all be fine. World War Z one though gets a little more dicey.
Oh, that's immediately dicey because it's no chance.
Yeah, no.
Like a fighter or somebody. The only one I can think of that may survive something like that is a paladin or a cleric with like turn undead. And literally being able to repel them.
I think monk would last a while. Like longer than the other ones just because their movement.
They might last a little bit longer.
I'm not saying it's going to be like
a horde coming over. It's like, all right, 1, 2.
Like by them, they've already got like 55 foot of movement. So then you're going to run, and then they're going to dash, and then they're going to use a focus point to fucking take step of the wind, dash again, and then at a certain level they'd have sanctuary, so they would be perfectly fine unless they didn't attack.
I can't imagine though going into this zombie apocalypse, and they'd be like, all right, I'm going to wait here for the zombies to take their turn, and it's just like, bah.
Wait, that's not how this works.
Wait, I rolled initiative.
I got a 34.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I don't see it working out for them. Any of them, really.
World War Z. They're supposed to be making another one.
Another World War Z?
That's what I heard.
Didn't they kind of like figure it all out in the first one?
I'll be real honest with you. I saw it once in theaters when it released, and that's the last time I watched it.
If I remember right, after they figured out that they avoid people with like terminal illnesses, they kind of gave everybody a curable terminal illness.
Oh, speaking of
which,
and
then they starved out.
This is on a completely other topic.
Go for it.
I was rewatching last night, so I'm gonna start watching the like Marvel movies or whatever over again.
Oh yeah, nice.
So we watched Captain America.
Okay.
When he gets his shield, the first when he gets the vibranium shield.
Is this whenever she like shoots at him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's mad at him because he was slapping faces.
It works, yeah.
Slapping faces with the little girl. And then he's like, cool, and they're like, all right, and then it cuts to where like, is that cut supposed to be like his first mission with the shield, or he's been doing it for a while? Because I got to thinking, I'm like, because when it cuts to him, he's got the shield, and the shield's all painted now. It's completely scuffed. I'm like, you just got it. It's like, how did you get it scuffed?
I would assume he's done a few things with it at that point.
And it's scuffed in the places where she shot, which I thought was really weird. Because that would just buff her out.
It was not coated whenever he was holding it.
I understand that, but it wasn't indent. It was just like scuffed from where the fire or whatever. So I'm like, that would just buff out, wipe out. And then he painted it, so you would think the paint would go over that, but it was just, I'm like, is it there for symbolic reasons?
I think that maybe he just did a few missions with it already.
But it's in those exact 3 spots. This is the way it was.
I see you like record? 2, 3. Fast forward.
I didn't have to do that. I could just see it.
I remember where these bullets hit. What is it? Immediate? Like scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like pop, pop, pop. Guess it works. Him and Stark look at each other, and then you show him like putting it on his back, and you can see the 3 when it's painted and stuff.
I don't know. I still imagine you sitting there like putting tape on your TV. And like zooming in just right and being like, well, the scale, it should be right here.
That's too much work for me, and you should know that.
I know, but like the way you were explaining it, it was like you did some serious research to make sure that it was What if he turned the shield? What if he was holding it upside down?
I got the diameter.
I knew it. You were sitting there with like the radius, like measuring it out. It's like at the scale that this is.
I also liked it that not a lot of people picked up on it like the first time or whatever like that. It's how when he threw the grenade, Peggy was also running to jump on the grenade.
Oh yeah, and didn't the dude like put his hand out and like stop her?
And she got over there. Like she was like running, but then when he was like, "Go, get away!"
I don't remember. It's been a little while since I've seen that.
Yeah, because Tommy Lee Jones' character was like, "Why him?"
Oh yeah, that was
because she was like, "Get him, he's muscled." I'm like, yeah, but a perfect soldier like that, perfect soldier has to be able to use your brain just as much as your brawn.
I mean, going into it, they already knew they were like, this is what this should do to him. Like, it should give him all of those strength and all that. So you have to use somebody that's intelligent and compassionate at the same time.
I think also it'd be cool to be the Captain America, like if I got it. But like the serum, like would it make me fit? It made him fit.
I would assume so.
But if it didn't,
it would optimize your body.
Part of me would hope it wouldn't.
Wait,
I would
you would want to get into that thing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're going to be like one of the strongest people alive at this time," and they put you in the thing, and it's like, psst, and then you wake up, and you're like, "Oh."
I mean, it would be disappointing. It'd be like, huh, but also part it would be like, I wouldn't mind it because I just think it's funny because I would never have a shirt on. So I'd be going to missions.
Why wouldn't you be wearing a shirt?
Just
He
hear
can
me out.
still be shot.
Oh, I understand that.
Then explain.
Just no shirt on. I just think it's funny to run at the bad guys. I'm like, oh my god, that's Captain America, and it's just me titties flapping, just running straight at you.
It's a giant baby. Ah.
Yeah, I just think it would be funny.
Helmet too. You have to still wear the helmet.
Oh yeah, everything else is the same, just no shirt.
Gloves, boots, just no shirt on.
Or have a little shirt, or have like a little vest that just covers the heart.
Did they have bulletproof vests in World War II? I don't think that they did.
They did.
Did they?
I mean, they had a vibranium shield. Yeah, because they mentioned.
I'm talking about real world World War II. I don't think that they
No.
had legitimate like bulletproofing.
I don't remember.
They have a vibranium shield. I know he does. I'm talking about like, all right, you're carrying a shield, no shirt, but you want like a strip in the middle of just Kevlar. I feel like they had something, but it wasn't
Kevlar was invented in DuPont by DuPont chemists, which one of their plants was in North Carolina. They got shut down.
So that's sad.
Yeah, in 1965. It was incorporated into a concealable Kevlar vest. Was developed in 1971 by a former Marine and pizza shop owner.
Marines be opening up all sorts of restaurants. Wasn't it Taco Bell was opened by a Marine?
See Little Caesars too, I think.
I don't remember. I remember it came out of Detroit, and he did a lot of awesome stuff and never asked for any like recognition for it. Thank you, Fat Electrician, for the history lesson.
Yeah, because I remember it turned out like the logo and the name was like a fucking Marine dick joke.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yep. That's funny.
But yeah, no, I just think it'd be funny. Just like the whole thing, although it would be upsetting to where it's like, you know, I like vampires. Vampires to me are cool. Or whatever like that. If I got turned and I was still fat, like I never seen a fat vampire until What We Do in the What We Do in the Shadows is the first time.
No, Blade had one on there. He was in the
He was chunkier. Yeah. But it'd be like, that'd be some bullshit.
What, live forever and you're still...
But it's like, does the vampire... Yeah, I don't want to be like...
Can I get shredded as a vampire? Like, can I sit there and lose weight, or am I just kind of stuck?
I feel like you'd be stuck.
Oh my god, that'd be... Then again, you could probably just, like, cut it off and be like, nah.
I mean, maybe.
Or you regenerate a tummy.
That would be some bullshit.
Oh yeah, the big dude guarding the, like, surfers down there.
He's like, yes, you'll never find him, Blade. Yeah.
I know their bodies are frozen in the exact physical state they were in the moment they died.
That is horrible.
So we would be fat.
Forever fat vampires. Ah!
I'm gonna get you. Creek.
But here's the thing, though. If you have all those abilities, like, I'm still fast. You catch up to the farmer, go to bite him, and he feels just... Hold on. All right. Hey.
Or I'm just so fast, and then I stop so suddenly, but everything's still trying to catch up. Like I'm trying to timid you, like I'm gonna get you.
Like, imagine a chubby bat. Little wings.
But
Human fall.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be funny as shit.
Anyway.
I want to make a fat vampire character. That'd be funny. Alright, well, let's move on to a subject. Yay! Oh, that was 7 again. Duplicitous.
6.
6. What fictional world do you think we could survive in?
As we are now?
Yes. I'm assuming that is what I meant as the way I worded the question.
Food Wars. It's an anime about cooking. Everything else is just normal. We'd survive.
I'm gonna say you be naming all these animes like I know what they are.
Well, I'm going to explain it if you ask questions.
I probably won't.
It's literally just an anime about a cooking show.
Oh.
You asked fictional world, like Lord of the Rings? No.
We might.
We would try to farm, end up dying of whatever it is that keeps getting me on Oregon Trail.
I'd get killed in the Fangorn Forest.
Why are we going in there?
Because, like, true to games when we typically play these type of games, Eric is a base builder. He stays...
I'm the stay-at-home wife.
And I go out and I forge and I collect and occasionally pillage like I did on that medieval game where we had like a negative 100 score. So no one wanted to work for us.
Medieval Dynasty?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I was trying to build us like a hut, and you were stealing stuff from the town over and getting us bad reputation.
I didn't know that's what that was.
Why are you stealing shit?
So we can get ahead in life.
We didn't steal anything worthwhile.
I had a lot on me you didn't see yet.
Just because you had it don't mean we can use it. We had a hut.
I had money.
To buy what?
I had armor.
Did you buy anything? No, because you won't buy stuff. He will not buy anything on a game.
That is not true.
Because he'll steal the gold and then trade other shit so he can keep his gold because he's just a goblin. You're a goblin.
I have bought you things in like Baldur's Gate before.
You've traded for things.
No, there was some things I bought outright.
I highly doubt.
I did. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true.
Name one.
That ring for Shadowheart that Volo had.
So you bought it for Shadowheart, you didn't buy it for me.
You were controlling Shadowheart.
But it wasn't for me.
Yes, it was.
It was for Shadowheart.
No, it wasn't.
Yes.
It was for you because I know how much you love Shadowheart.
She is bae.
She a moody bitch.
So? As I told my wife, I like bitchy women. I don't know what it is.
No. But no, I had the money. I had stuff. I had food.
No, but the thing is, we go into a role-playing game like that where it's like survival. And instead of like, okay, we need to... every survival game I go into, depending on what it's set up as, food, water, shelter. I have to have those three before I can do anything else. I'm building a shelter. We can hunt for food. I don't remember if there was like a need for like clean water in that game. I think there was, but I just don't remember at the top of my head. And you were back in town stealing pots.
We need to cook. I actually don't think I stole any pots.
I'm just throwing out a thing. Obviously I don't know what was in your inventory. What was in there that we needed to survive?
There was food in there. There was building material, crafting materials.
That we can't use yet.
There was some, but yet is the optimal word.
We would build a chest, and storage would be 90% shit that we can't use yet because you stole it from another town. You'd be like, oh, you see these clay forks? Like, that's just a thing. No, we have them though. I see
it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
No, I need food. I need a shelter.
And I've had food. I had food in my inventory.
For you.
No, I
it's
would
not
have
in the community.
I would have.
You were in town.
I had to get back to you, but I kept dying because I was trying to take a shortcut
through the town that you stole shit from.
No, it was the wilderness.
There was a road.
I was on the road, and then I saw a hut in the woods. Well, I was, but there was like a single hut, and then I'm like, "Who was this?" And then I died.
Anyway, so you die in Fangorn Forest.
Yeah, because I'd be trying to cut it down for wood or something.
Why are we living that close to a moving forest? We would be in a town or a village.
Well, I probably don't know what the Fangorn Forest is.
Buddy, we're going to die like right away if we were to get dropped into that world.
I don't think so.
Yeah, immediately.
Nope.
I see you running your mouth to a town guard.
What town guard? What town are we in?
We would find a town. You can't live out on your own in Lord of the Rings.
People done it.
People done it and died.
Nope.
Who?
Tom Bombadil.
Oh, you mean the basically a deity? Yeah. I wonder how God made it. Like,
I think we'd thrive in the Shire.
The Shire is essentially like a big
village.
I
think we'd do very well.
I think that we'd be very comfortable there if we stayed in the Shire that nobody knows, like, nobody goes there for anything.
But I'd want to go to Rivendell.
Of course you would.
It's beautiful.
Great.
What did you? Of course you would. What's that supposed to mean?
Because we drop in the Shire. Granted, I have to hunch to get through my door because all these houses are made for short people. Still, we have a decent life going. I want to go to Rivendell. That is like a 3-week journey from here. crossing over lands with different beasts, creatures, and all sorts of things hunting.
Frodo and them did it, and we wouldn't have the wraiths following us after on our asses.
They also had knowledge of the land to some degree.
We would.
Right now, we get dropped in.
Find a map.
Find a map.
I wouldn't go right away, so there would be time.
So we prep before we walk into this portal that we don't know where we're going.
No. Once I'm there. So we bloop, 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 I'm in the Shire. I'm going to be there for a while before I start trying to do anything.
First, we have to find out where the hell we're at. Find somebody peaceful enough to tell us where we're at. Then we have to find some sort of food, water, and shelter.
I mean, if it's the Shire, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. Explain.
They're not taking me in a fight.
This is why you'd get stabbed by the town guard.
There's no town guard in Shire.
You don't think they'd all show up with pitchforks and be like, you need to leave our town?
I'm like, no. I'm like, Gandalf sent me. They're like, oh, okay.
They would not be like... Most of them hate him.
Well,
he causes too much of a disturbance. He's a disturber of the peace.
I'm like, man, y'all know that guy Gandalf, man? I'm trying to get away from him.
Why?
Because he's a nuisance. He just be over here like shooting off
Oh,
fireworks.
well, he shows up like every 2 months over here.
When was the last time he was here?
Like 2 months ago, he took Bilbo with him on some sort of journey.
So he's due.
Yeah, something like that.
Although if he just took him on a journey, ain't he gonna be going for a while?
Oh. I don't know where the hell he went. All I saw was Bilbo running through going, I'm on an adventure! And then he's gone. There's a auction going on at his house in about 2 months, though, if you want to stick around for that.
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do
I heard his family was ripping out floorboards and shit in there, though.
that. Family, they'll get you every time, won't they? Well, do you know where I can stay around here? Like, is there...
Oh, you might want to, like, talk to... I don't know. I ran out of stuff. I ran out of material. I don't know.
I was prepared to keep going.
If I could have came up with a name, I probably could have thrown something out there, but I got locked up, and I was like, that took too long.
I think we could survive in most places.
I don't.
I do.
I do not.
I think we would.
You can make your own clothes.
What fictional worlds are these people like?
Living out in the middle, what do you think? Why do you think they're all living in rags?
Who?
The humans in Lord of the Rings.
And Bree, they're fine. I would become a ranger.
You would just become a ranger.
I'm a Dunedain.
No, you're not.
They don't know that. You know what I mean?
You don't have the skin tone.
Aragorn was white.
Wasn't supposed to be.
Legolas is white.
Legolas is an elf.
They were all white.
So
We'd fit in fine.
Where's your pointed ears at?
I rounded them off. I didn't want people to know I was an elf.
You're so full of shit.
Whatever. Give me this.
I was gonna say, you moved it up there.
No, I didn't.
Might have. I don't remember.
I didn't. I got a 1 again.
Why you keep holding it? You're affecting your rolls.
Well, I want to hold Bosephus. Oh. This is an interesting one.
Oh, you should totally talk on it.
I will. If you were an actor, what genre of movies would you want to be in? So that's hard for me because I wouldn't want to be like typecasted. I would want to be in a few different.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it with anything like horror, like the basic slasher shit. I don't like those at all. I'd want to be in a musical. I enjoy musicals. Hate me if you want to.
I don't hate you.
Can't sing worth a damn.
I don't know.
Still think it would be fun.
For me, I think it would do. I would want to be just whatever had a good script. I think I would be fine with.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have anything specific that you would look for.
I mean, the go-to answer, like if I had to pick one,
like
I feel like comedy, a comedy or a drama. I think I could do because I got a lot of trauma to be able to pull from.
Yeah, I think it would just kind of be like whatever story intrigues me.
Like I would like to do action and thriller.
But I wouldn't want to get locked into a certain type of role. Like what's the actor that played Boromir? What's his name?
Sean Bean.
Like, he always plays the same. He's not ever the same guy. Like, you can tell his acting is very good, but he's always in that same, like, role.
Yeah, The Rock.
Well, no, The Rock is The Rock in every movie.
I'm just saying that he's yeah.
But, like, with, he's a Bean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's Boromir, and then he's on Game of Thrones playing a similar style
Ned
role.
Stark.
He was in another one. It was like, it was actually funny because they made a reference to it. What the hell was it? It was like, no, was it? I forget. It was like Journey to the Center of the Earth or something like that, where they had to like dig down in, and he was one of like the big wigs for the project because they were trying to like restart the core of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody made a Boromir joke, like in the movie to him. He's like, "Oh, Lord of the Rings? No, you don't get it? Okay." And then they just keep going. It was like he's the actor that played that person.
He was in too. He was in.
I want to see what that one was.
Was
I
it?
want to say it was something to do with like traveling to the center of the Earth to restart the core.
Journey to the Center of the Earth? No, it's the Rock.
That wasn't the title, but they mined to the center of the Earth to restart the core because it had stopped spinning, and the magnetic field was failing. And I can't remember what the title was.
Oh, deep cover.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to look it up here. And
That is
to restart the core.
Yeah, thought so too. He was also in a James Bond movie.
I see him doing that.
He was a Goldeneye.
Oh, it was just called The Core.
The Core.
Yeah. The Earth's inner core mysteriously stops rotating, threatening the planet's magnetic field. A team of scientists travels to the center of the Earth in a specialized drilling vehicle and detonates a series of nuclear explosions to restart the core's rotation and save the Earth. It was really neat. Like, I enjoyed the movie itself, but that, talking about acting, that just made me think of
You said he's
that
in
scene.
that movie?
Yeah. It was a brief thing, but let me see if I can find the IMDb, because it was just a funny scene.
Yeah, he's been in 129 movies.
Can you imagine having an acting career like that where you've been in
Oh, and
so
129
much?
things. He was in Hitman 2. Video game.
That's another good one. I wish they would do more with Hitman, like as far as like movies go.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did the one that I liked. It was really good.
Yeah, they've done 2.
And then the one after that was kind of meh.
Yeah, they did one with Tim Oliphant, whatever his name is. And then they did one with the guy from Homeland, but I don't remember his name.
Oh, speaking of that makes me think of the video game Homefront. Have you ever played Homefront?
Probably not.
Have you ever seen the movie Red Dawn?
Yeah.
It's a video game exactly like Red Dawn.
Oh, the only Homefront. There's a Jason Statham movie named Homefront.
I'm talking about a video game.
Mm.
The first Homefront game made me want a second one similar to like a continuation of like Red Dawn. Because like I think it was China and Russia, or it might have been just one or the other, invaded the U.S. and it was this whole thing. It was like the first day that this all happened, and you were like ex-military, running through trying to save people, like kind of just gathering whatever weapons you could find to fight back. But then they came out with the next one, and it was like a full occupation, like super futuristic, like drone tanks and shit like that coming through, and I was like, this just is not what I was expecting from the series. And the first one though, it was so super short. Like it was only like, I'd have to look up to see exactly what the gameplay length was for the main storyline, but it was like extremely short storyline. But it was a really neat premise, and I think that they went the wrong direction with it.
Did you maybe get Sean Bean and Aaron Eckhart confused?
No.
Because I just looked up the whole IMDb for the core, and
You gave
Sean
me
Bean
the
is
name?
not in it.
Maybe it was the wrong movie. I could have swore it was this one. Maybe it was a different one. But I thought it was that.
Because Aaron Eckhart's in it.
No, I know that that's not Boromir.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's not. Yeah.
I'm talking about, it was, maybe I was thinking of the wrong movie that scene was in. but it was a scene with him and a scientist, and they were talking about Lord of the Rings, and he made a Boromir joke to the actor that played Boromir, and he had to play like he had no idea what the hell he was talking about. Basically called him a nerd. Because I thought it was the skinny dude. Shit, I don't remember what the hell the name was. I'm terrible with names. But I might be thinking of a different movie then. Because it was just a really funny thing.
The Martian.
Was it The Martian?
Yeah. The movie where Sean Bean references Lord of the Rings is The Martian. Sean Bean plays an NSA flight director named Mitch Anderson during a tense meeting regarding a secret operation to rescue astronaut Mark Whitley. His team decides to name their covert plan Project Eldaron. Bean, who famously played Boromir in The Fellowship of the Ring, explains to his fellow NASA executives why the name is fitting by deadpanning because it's his secret meeting. Which I did watch that movie. I watched that movie in theaters by myself.
I couldn't
You couldn't what?
watch a movie by myself in theaters.
I do it a lot.
I just wouldn't want to put in the effort.
Why?
Because I don't want to... I could just wait and watch it at home by myself if I wanted to do that.
See, I like going to the movies, though. I like the movie experience, the movie theater experience.
I think a lot of it gets overrated, personally.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just don't... The effort to get yourself ready to go out to sit in a dark room and watch a movie when you can stay at home and watch a movie in the dark room.
It's so much better to watch it at the theater than it is the movie. And then watch it at
Personal
home.
preference.
The screen, the quality, the surround sound.
Again, that's all personal preference.
I'd much rather watch them at the theaters.
And
To
then
me,
again,
to me, watching a movie at home just doesn't fit. It just doesn't feel the same. Like, I'll watch the exact movie at home versus in the theater, and to me, it's always better at the theater.
Yeah, see, I don't... It doesn't hit with me like that.
You're also a homebody, so that's why.
No, I just don't like other people being around. And
I
then
don't
I can
either.
also pause it to go take a shit.
I don't either, but that's why I usually go for a showing of the day. No one's there. Like, it's
Yeah.
not packed at all.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It just seems like a personal... Again, it's personal. Everybody can have their own opinion with it. I don't want to spend my money to go sit in another room to watch a movie that if I just waited long... Like, there hasn't been a movie I've wanted to see in theaters in a while, too. Like, I can think of nothing right now that I'd be like, I want to go see that in theaters, like, right away. It's like, eh. And plus, so many of them...
But then I also
anymore,
hate getting shit spoiled for me.
I just avoid it.
8K comes for me. But I'm more chronically online than you are.
Yeah, I'm not very often... I might mess with my phone at work more often than I do at home.
You definitely do that.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then again, I'm looking up news and watching police videos whenever I have downtime at work, so I really don't watch a lot of stuff on trailers.
And when he says police videos, he means particularly videos where Karens get
Not
made out to be.
necessarily just them.
That's like 99% what I hear
That's
coming
like 99 of what the videos are, though.
coming from your side of the office. It's what,
it's like-
don't touch me. I did
I know
nothing
my
wrong.
rights. I know the law better than you.
It's like, no, you don't.
And then you get to my side to mouth. He killed 12 people. Now let's get inside of his head and figure out why. Or stop spending money.
Anywho, let's see what happens next.
I also have no idea what time we started this. I just want you to know that.
I don't know. I'm just hoping that it's actually recording this time.
Well, it should be because it said boop boop. Yeah, that was a good one. That no one will ever see.
Right. 15.
Where would you like to see your career in entertainment go?
I would like to see it get to the point where just my ideas I'm able to run with.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be for like YouTube videos, like stuff like this, or writing, or being invited to go like be on something else. Like if we were to ever get the opportunity, let's say we blow up enough to where it's like SNL wants us to come on and host once. Then I'd be like, holy shit, that's awesome. Like just being recognized for like, hey, you had a really good video on this, or you did really good at that, and being able to make money doing something that I take a severe interest in, as opposed to like, I gotta get up to go to work. I don't feel like doing that today. I want to get up and be like, I had like 10 ideas that I gotta go work on. Like, I love this stuff. That's where I want to get to, is being able to maintain like family life and take care of everything by doing something that I'm severely interested in.
Yeah, my goal is I'd like to own like the entertainment media company that like we work for. Like, I like to own it, run it, to where it's like I don't have to wake up and like, well, make sure you get this done today. Mm-hmm. It's like I said, it is at the end, it's still work, but it's like what I want to do. And like, I have a personal invested interest in everything that's going on. Mm-hmm. To like, oh, well, how is these series of videos doing? How's this channel doing? That new project we come up. Do you ever do we find a writer for that? Like, it's things like that to where it's like I can wake up and like, I got a meeting with so and so, and it's just knowing that I'm making money doing the things that I want to do.
Right.
And like, even though I might have less free time, it's still, I'm in charge of it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm doing all this, I'm working this because it's something I want to do.
As opposed to something that you have to do. Mm-hmm. That's what I think a lot of people really strive for, is just trying to find something that you take pride in and still are able to survive with.
Like, I'd like to be known for my entertainment. Also, I'd like to be well known as a fucking ghost hunter. Like, that would be cool. Like, our ghost hunting channel. Like, that, like,
I am looking forward to actually being able to do that once we get the gear and everything, going ghost hunting in different places.
Because I'm going to pitch. I've told you that. Once we have like a catalog or some videos recorded, we can put together like a. Whether it ever gets picked up or not, it's irrelevant. I'm gonna be contacted. Discovery, HBO, anybody, but like, hey, I got a ghost hunting idea. I got a ghost hunting show to pitch for you. And
I want to hear the pitch. I want to come up with a quick pitch. Let's say I'm HBO executive, whoever, and it's like, oh yeah, hey Barb, yeah, go ahead and send in the next candidate, the 9:30 appointment.
Yeah, right away, Mr. Executive, sir.
And then you walk in, big wooden desk. That's like super deep, unnecessarily so, because they want to keep themselves separated from a normal person. So what have you got?
But you got like 2 foot of your desk you're not even using.
That's how you started off. That's critiquing his
my
desk?
Brain immediately goes there. All right, okay. Whew.
Like, oh yeah, okay. Well, get out.
No, like, have you seen our spoof? The I forgot what it's called. There's an actual word for it. Did you watch our?
No, I get like 400 of those a day. Like, it's...
Oh, well, so I have an idea for the ghost hunting show, and this is very on the spot. I would have this prepared ahead of time. I want everyone to know this. Shit, I don't know. You put me on the spot.
I know. Quick feet.
I'm like, well, so I'm Justin. I own this company. I'm going to have you go ahead and speak to my chief creative officer for me.
Oh, so you passed the buck to me.
In this instance right here, right now, yes.
You're like, 100%. He's out in the hallway waiting.
I'm like, well, you're in charge.
Will you send in the other guy that came in with this one?
Right away, Mr. Executive, sir.
He's in charge of our creative vision, so...
I'm standing there just like, what happened?
Well, yeah, Eric, so...
Did you pat on the back like, I'm going to go wait outside.
Go ahead and pitch our show.
I'm Mr. Executive. I pitched this at you, and you said you were going to be the one to pitch these.
I can't play your part. Well, I would have time to prepare.
Yeah, I'm throwing out a scenario at you.
Well, in this scenario...
Run with it. How would you pitch us?
Couldn't tell you. But do you ever want to see a ghost hunting show where it's a team of normal people that haven't been doing this for a while, that know absolutely nothing about ghost hunting, but they take it completely serious? We might even be wearing period clothing. Just 2 guys going in. All right, what's going on? We have a team that goes in before us. They do all the research. They get all the information. They do the screen read at the beginning. You know how they always have the beginning screen reading where it's like, today we're going to be here. And this is blah, 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 blah. These are the things. And then two ordinary people go in. Two ordinary people go in. I feel like they would either A, piss him off, or B, he might be like, oh, this kind of serious. Like that.
I don't think that would be it. It's like,
that could
you
go
just
either way.
snatched my new iPhone 32 out of my hand.
Yeah, I did, because you're not. Because listen, this is how bad I want this show.
Beep.
Yes, Mr. Executive.
Beep. Will you send in security, please?
Right away, Mr. Executive.
So anyway, so two ordinary people, and they're over here. And I'm completely ignoring them.
Underhook underneath of both arms.
Nope.
Suddenly I become Jason Statham.
I just watched the piece, Brady. I don't know how to explain it. I'm used to.
I can't. You sent it in an email. I was unlocking my phone and you threw it across the field.
Well, you have a computer in front of you.
No, it's 3 feet that way on my desk, remember?
I was like, I'm used to talking to dead things and ghost hunting. So my people-to-people skills aren't the best. This is why I pay my chief creative officer.
This was your idea.
To come up with things.
You could just start throwing me under the bus.
And this imaginary scenario that you just put me on the spot for, I had no time to prepare, yes.
Sad. You gotta be able to think on your feet, man. Use that imagination.
What imagination? Until we've done it, I wouldn't have an argument. I don't have...
Yeah, no, it's just... I just thought it was a funny scenario to try to get you to go through.
Personality. But, like, it comes across as, like, real joking, but we take everything real serious. But we don't know what we're doing because we're just two ordinary dudes.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, what was that? Oh, did you fart? No, I didn't fart. Did you fart? No, that wasn't me.
I do think that it would be more interesting to see, rather than somebody who's like, oh, I've been doing this for 42 years. It's like, I was working in a warehouse last week. I don't know what the hell's going on, but we're going to go talk to the ghosts. Like, I feel like that would be such a more relatable show, rather than, like I said, having... Granted, you could have professionals, like, weigh in on things. It's like, oh, we talked to our friend so-and-so, he's been doing this for a while. He says this evidence that we got is substantial to show that there might be something here. It's like, all I got was a ghost yelling my name. Like, who knows what the hell this is? We try to debunk it because that's what everybody thinks of. It's like, I gotta prove that it's wrong. Because if I can't do that, then it's something. Like, we know enough to know nothing.
Mm-hmm. And that's, like, where it comes in. We over here wear period clothing. It never gets acknowledged. And then, like I said, we have the team go in. They, in the beginning of the episode, the list out of the location, the history of the location, do the interviews, talk to people, and then they go over all the claims, and then ideally you and I go in completely blind. Mm-hmm. Like we might know, like if we go to the Ohio State Reformatory, we've seen enough to where we know what it is, we know the history. But, like, those locations going in to where we don't know anything and we try to corroborate.
Yeah. So that's the basic premise of the idea that we have, because we do want to do ghost hunt stuff, and we would like to post it on YouTube for everybody to see, and to see our two dumbasses going through and trying to talk to ghosts and get, like, evidence like that. But that's the idea that we have once we are able to make enough money to, like, hire some people, or at least have people go with us, to where they would do all the research on an area. Maybe we wouldn't even know where we were going. Like, we don't know where we're going. We don't know what's going to go on. There's all this information listed out at the beginning of the video that we are not privy to. But going in, we just kind of do like a general investigation of whatever we can think of. And if any of the evidence that we get that we are, like, unprivy to, see if it matches up with past accounts, and we get the same thing.
Yeah, because, like, over here, we're on the little box or whatever, and we keep getting the word Francis. We're like, why are we getting Francis? That makes... And then it cuts to, blah, like, if y'all remember...
Oh, yeah, Francis was the janitor that died in an explosion next to the boiler. It's like... We didn't know. We just talking to a dude.
But, yeah.
But, yeah, so... Hopefully we can get that going soon. We do have ideas for other channels and other videos that we will be presenting to you guys as soon as we start getting them underway. It is just us two right now working on things, so things kind of work slowly. But eventually we hope to grow the channel and be able to provide you guys with more entertainment, more information, and just more fun all around.
Yeah, like this is our passion, but this is something that we want to do full time. But it's hard right now while we're also both working full-time jobs.
So, if you guys like these videos, please like, subscribe, comment. If you want to give us ideas for some of the prompts to be mixed in, that would be fantastic. We hope to hear from you guys soon. This has been Let the Dice Roll. I am Eric.
Oh, I'm Justin. I didn't know we were like closing.